Hello everyone, I'm Noel Lennon.
I'm Giant.
And welcome to another album review. Today, on today's agenda...
There you go.
Hang on, I don't want to hold it up. We're doing... Ta-da! Green Day's American Idiot. We're doing this mainly because we like the album.
It's a bit late, we know.
It's a bit late. It's 10 years too late.
Well, not yet, it's 9 at the moment.
Yeah, shut up. You're ruining it.
Get your facts right.
And yeah, the 10th anniversary is coming up soon, and we saw them live about a month ago, and the time just feels right to do it now.
Yes.
So, was this? You must have remembered this coming out. This was like huge.
I think so. I mean, I wasn't exactly a massive fan.
We were 10.
Exactly.
Well, you were 9. I was 10 at the time.
It was a while ago, yeah.
10 years ago.
Yeah. I remember it coming out.
Yeah, I remember the massive kind of hype and for it. Even like being a young age, I wasn't even into music at that point, but I remember the music video of American Idiot first coming out, and it just hit me like a ton of fucking bricks. It's just like, holy shit. The song, the quality of the video, you know, like all the green water coming down and everything.
That's cool.
Kind of like the protest art about it. And like, because obviously at the time, the Iraq War, the Bush shit, all of that was just kind of going out. Yeah. It was quite a horrible top point in history, and this was kind of like the album and that song kind of like, we've had fucking enough of it now. And
Someone's saying something.
Yeah, it was nice to see that, and obviously everyone knew that fucking riff, you know, everyone knew that.
Yeah.
Even my primary school, I would say friends, but I didn't really have friends, knew that.
Chums.
Yeah, acquaintances. Yeah, it was a weird time, because if somebody wasn't interested in music, seeing this massive kind of movement towards protest art, and
it's just invading all the music channels.
Yeah, it was one of them, MTV.
Yeah, that.
When they used to show music and not shitty reality programs. But that is another video.
Was Kerrang around then?
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was around. It might have started at that time, but yeah, and it was just didn't really get me into the band Green Day. I think we said this before in the Union Australia one, but it wasn't until a few years later when I got Dookie when I got into them. But we could do another video for Dookie when it's that 20th anniversary. That's next year as well, actually. Funnily enough.
Should we kick off?
We'll kick off with. Actually, funny enough, we'll kick off with the song that started it. Oh, American Idiot. Also, the name of this, the reason it's called this.
Right.
It's very much. Actually, we should say now this is a rock opera, and this first song. We'll tell the story as we go along the songs, but American Idiot's very much the prologue. It kind of sets the stage. It's a fucking good song. It's got that classic riff that everyone learns to play on guitar. Yep. One of the first songs you learn. It's got a great solo. It's so full of energy. Got great performances, like drum tracks and everything. I think everyone wanted to play some drums when it came out.
Yeah.
Everyone thought it was easy. Not saying certain people. Stuff. But yeah, and I only said that because some friends will get that. But what do you think about American Idiot, the song?
It's great, you know.
It's like a rock and roll song, isn't it?
Yeah.
Very 12-bar bluesy. Not really, but you know what I mean. The chorus is.
I know what you mean.
But it's got some great lyrics in it.
As the whole album does. But
yeah, actually, we'll get into that more, but this is fucking amazing if you want to learn how to write lyrics. This is how you learn how to write lyrics. Yeah, I really like that song. We'll move on. Because there's not really much you can say about it that people have said. I think it set the stage for the album. It was kind of it's a song that kind of defined a period of time in history and everything.
Yeah.
There aren't many songs that you can say that did that. But, you know, I think that's one of them, definitely. Along with, you know, a lot of those kind of like protest music songs. I think that's definitely a really good one.
Yeah.
We're moving to G's of Suburbia, the first...
Ignore the clock.
Yeah. Does that...
it's only 2 o'clock, it's going to do it 2 times, so it doesn't matter.
Okay. It's quite... I've kind of lost my train of thought, it's a bit distracting. Edit. And we're back. And yeah, G's of Suburbia, the first 9-minute song on this, which there are 2, the first 9-minute one, and from the moment those first guitar chords, the C sharps, come in, just to show my musical knowledge, come in, it kind of, again, it hits you like a ton of fucking bricks. The sounds of the guitar, it's a rock song, and it really hits you hard, and that's something I like about this. especially compared to other Green Day albums, how much prevalent the guitar is in the mix. Like the guitar hits you, like I said, hits you quite
That's what
hard.
they did. They just got Les Pauls, Marshalls, fucking crank it up.
Yeah,
That's this album.
solos, but making rock music and making it loud. And this song's it's a 9-minute song, but
Their longest song at the time.
is it?
I think so.
Yeah, it was. It's their longest radio song anyway. And I don't think they cut it down that much. But yeah, it's the second song on the album, but it's actually, if you really want to count this, some people do, it's split into 5 different sections, or 5 different songs. I like to think of it all as one song, but yeah.
In the story, it's 5
yeah.
sort of things, but
the lyrics in this describe the character Jesus Suburbia, who
we get introduced to him.
Yeah, we're introduced to him in this track, and he hates where he lives. He wants to go in the city. I don't think he explains why. It's kind of vague enough that you can kind of feel it in yourself, but it kind of gives you enough detail. Like he's kind of worshipped among the people who live in Jingletown, which is the name of the town in the album. And he, as the lyrics tell us, he hates where he lives, and by the end of the song, he's left to go to the city. And I like all the sections of this song, and I think this song's got some of the best lyrics on the album. Stuff like, what was your favourite?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
To live and not to breathe is to die in tragedy.
Yeah.
That was one of your favourites, which is in Tales of Another Broken Home.
Mm.
One of my favourites is the Dearly Beloved section. I think all the lyrics in that section are amazing. They're just... Nobody's perfect, so I stand accused. That's one of my favourite lyrics of all time. And I don't know what it is about it. If it's so simple, it's just one line, but it...
With these lyrics, you can attach your own sort of meanings to it, and you can relate it to yourself.
It's either very self-hating, or it's very humbling, if you know what I mean. It's either a very humbling lyric, or you can make it as self-loathing. I like to think it's more humbling, because like nobody's perfect, but especially me, that kind of thing. And that's what I like about these lyrics. You can really think about them. It's something to really think about, and it's not a kind of about pointless drivel that a lot of...
It's not just chuck on just to listen because there's not many. You can.
It really feels like they sat down and thought about it. Well, Billy Joe did anyway. I mean, it feels like he really sat down and thought, and really captured the mood of what everyone was thinking at the time. And that's what I really respect him and this album for. Actually, I think these are the best album. I think this is the best lyrics he's ever done.
It's quite a bold move coming from the whole punk thing back in time. I know they've got a lot of crap for that. But...
Yeah, Well, actually, let's just talk about that quick, because, I mean, the punk stuff, as far as I'm concerned, this is quite punkish, because it came out at a time and it was... I mean, remember when the Sex... I don't remember, I wasn't born then, but when Nevermind the Bollocks came out, it was very much kind of in the same vein about, we're not taking the shit anymore. This is what music is. Don't listen to any of this other crap that's coming out. Don't just accept how you live. Because, I mean, in the 70s, when Sex Pistols came out, nobody had a job. It was a shithole. Britain was a horrible place to live.
Yeah.
And it came out and it was just kind of like... It really meant something to people. And I really think this...
They're saying what was on everyone's mind, but they're not afraid to say, but other bands wouldn't.
They just couldn't say it in words, in music. They just encapsulated that spirit of punk. And I think... I don't care what anyone says. They are a rock band, but this is a punk album. I think... I don't know, I might get a lot of shit for this, but I might actually say this is more punk than Dookie, because punk is about saying something, saying your mind, in the attitude of it.
You're not so much the music. Well, it is in a way music. It's still pretty simple, isn't it?
Yes, it feels simple, but it feels like there's like a simple complexity to it. It feels like they just hashed these out.
They've thrown the structure out the window of a normal song, But
that's actually something. Have you read that? Where he said, when you get rid of the verse, chorus, kind of structure, you can do whatever you want. Yeah. And I like that, and I think
much more creative writing than anything else.
I'm not saying the lyrics on Dookie are bad.
No,
it feels like they described where Billy Joe and that band were at the time. This feels like it's describing how everyone was at the time. And I think we talked enough about Big Jesus today. Let's move on to Holiday.
It's a big song.
It is a big song, and I think we've got the lyric thing out of the way. But the Holiday. Let's move on to Holiday.
Okay.
This, I mean, again, this is another very anti-war song with the bridge, which is talking about Carl, Hitler and that kind of thing. It's very militaristic, this song, and I think it's the most militaristic song they've ever done, actually. It's got great guitars on it. The bass is amazing. The drums are amazing. The lyrics are really good. It's actually oh no, I forgot to mention there's a guitar solo in Deuce of Suburbia, which is very unpunk to have a guitar solo in a song. But it's got two in it.
There's two, isn't it? Yeah.
And I think this is the first. I think got to say this now. Actually, this has got the most solos on any Green Day album. I'm pretty sure it has, apart from maybe Uno. Yeah, I don't really count Uno, Dos and Trey because that's not. They all feel like they're just kind of one big album.
Some of the early stuff.
Yeah, but
Can you go back to Blanc and stuff like that? That had quite a few.
fuck you.
It was broken before. It's an old album now. It's had its use.
It's just the amount of plays actually.
Old use, yeah.
Yeah, I think I like the guitar solos, and the guitar solos are very good. I think like they're all very playable and they're all very simple.
Yeah.
Apart from the second one in Jesus Suburbia, which is quite annoying to play sometimes. Can be annoying.
Yeah. If you've just gone through the whole of Jesus Suburban and that.
Yeah, it's tiring. I like Holiday. Yeah, I think it's got a very hard edge to it. Not like it's got attitude. I think what I mean is by a hard edge, it's got a thing to say. I'm going to do quite a good segue here. It segues into the next song, Boulevard of Broken Dreams, which I think that's the song that got a lot of people into Green Day, the Boulevard of Broken Dreams, because I don't want to say it's emo, because it's not really, but it captures a mood. I think it captures a mood of dourness and sadness and melancholy. And everyone knows the riff, everyone knows the...
It's a song that got the most play on radios and stuff.
Yeah. Ironic, quite weirdly actually, because it's quite depressing. It's about going out and having a good time and everything. Well, no, hang on. Holidays, I guess you could say Holidays more about going out and having a good time, and Boulevard's kind of like the hangover the next day, and how the melancholy of it. The going back to work on the Monday. And I've got to say, when I first heard the song, a lot of people said it's the greatest thing Green Day's ever done. I completely disagreed, and I kind of still do, but I don't hate it as much as I used to.
No.
I like it a lot.
In the whole album context, it fits perfectly.
Yeah, it feels like it's got a good...
It's needed.
I like the fact the first three albums are very fuck you, you know, that kind of fuck you, this is what we're going to do, this is it. And then when you get to 4, it's kind of like they've got success and now they realise they're not ready for it. That kind of thing. I know it's kind of weird to want Green Day like that, but that's what it feels like. I like the lyrics on this. They're very... Again, they capture the spirit of kind of downness I think a lot of people had at the time. Post 9/11, that kind of thing. You can't really not mention it when you do like this, especially track number 11.
Well, that's all meaning, but we'll get to that.
Yeah, I like it. It's a very good song. I think it's not the best thing Green Day's ever done, but it's really good.
Yep.
Actually, I should say this now. So Noel Gallagher said it's just copying the chords from Wonderwall. It kind of is. Yeah. It kind of is a bit.
That's a bit about fuck it.
Yeah, I don't like. I kind of felt like the hypocrisy of Noel Gallagher saying that song's taking his song.
There's only so many chords.
Yeah,
they're going to be used at some point.
It's in a different key as well.
Doesn't matter. Fuck
it. Number 5, Are We Waiting? The most stadium rock, easily of all the songs. It's got a great chorus. The lyrics that I really like. A very, very kind of I was going to say somber, but you can kind of say it's somber, but it's kind of very uplifting at the same time. Because in this point in the story, Jesus Suburbia's gone to the city.
Just walking around.
Just kind of walking around like Boulevard. He's kind of realised, oh shit, I don't want to be here. But number 5, he's kind of reached the point where it's just like, he's kind of like joined with people and he kind of met friends and everything. No, I like it. It's very uplifting. The chorus is great as well.
Yeah.
Really.
That was great. I remember they played that when I first saw Green Day. That was pretty great.
Did they? No reason.
Wembley. Did I not say that?
No, I don't remember that.
That was pretty awesome.
Okay. It is the most boring song to play on drums, I'm going to be honest.
It is.
But, ready for the
or bass.
Ready for the segue?
Dude.
The next song, which again, a lot of these songs segue just to create a feeling of unity. But Are We the Waiting segues into Saint Jimmy, the thrash metal or the Ramones song of American Idiot, which is so fun to play on guitar. I'm going to be really honest.
Yes, so
it's got great lyrics.
Yep.
Think of any in particular? It's not helping my argument if I can't really remember any. But I think they're said so rapidly, it's kind of, you soak them up and then you kind of forget about them later.
Yeah, it shows everything. You introduced us Saint Jimmy.
The character Saint Jimmy, who is the kind of like the. He's been doing the kind of partying and taking the hallucinogenic drugs.
There's a bit of an argument that Jesus Suburbia is Saint Jimmy, but the same person. There's two sides of him.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've read about that as well.
Yeah, I have, because that's especially strengthened in one of the later songs, The Day for Saint Jimmy.
Yeah.
Well, one of the sections on the later songs. But I like to think that you could either he's a real person, or you could make the argument that he's just a front that Jesus Suburbia puts on to feel more confident.
He does drugs and stuff, doesn't he? So it happens in that song.
What's that line Austin Powers says? All the mind-bending drugs people taken in the 1960s, something like that. Yeah, I like the very vagueness and the ambiguousness of that, because it can be quite uplifting, like this guy that helps the insecure person feel like confident about doing the party and that. Or it's got quite a dark meaning to it. You know, this person's going slowly insane from all the pressures of.
Yeah,
I like that. It's very ambiguous, but this is quite like it very encapsulates the feeling that Jesus Suburbia is going out having a good time because it's fast. It's got loads of great guitar in it. It's heavy and that kind of thing.
The lyrics are good when you properly look into them. When you listen, you don't really get a lot of them.
No, it's more like this song's more about having fun, I think, than the lyrics. But the lyrics are still good. They're not like. I think that something like Jesus Suburbia, the song, is more about the story and the lyrics than it is about the music. But I think the music does help a lot to capture the feeling of it. Track number 7, we'll move into this one. Give Me Novocaine. Getting quite a sad kind
of. Where he does drugs, sorry. Yeah.
Oh no, I think he does. It's more. Yeah, okay. I think that
Saint Jimmy, and then he does drugs with him in this song.
Okay, yeah. Give Me Novocaine is kind of like, it's very soulful. It feels like very much like a hangover song. It feels like. Like the waking up in the morning, you've got like 6 people in a bed. You don't know what the fuck's going on. That is very much that feeling.
There's a badger in the toilet. Shit's gone down.
DVDs have been stolen. Where's my wallet?
We've all been there.
We've all been there. All the kids taking the mind-bending drugs. Have you actually ever had Novocaine?
Don't think so.
It's what dentists give you to numb the pain
of
loss. No, not really. But it makes your jaw go. It makes you feel. It makes you feel numb pretty much. So that's why I like the Give Me Novocaine kind of.
Yeah, that's what it was. It's just saying to numb the pain.
Numb the pain of it. Yeah. Just like too much too soon, that kind of thing. I love the lyrics, like "Kiss the demons from my dreams." Those kind of thing. I like the imagery as well, like drain the pressure from the swelling. It's quite a medicinal image, but again, it can be quite metaphorical as well. There's like loads of different meanings to that kind of lyric. I like the slowness of it and how it kind of is quite, not quiet, but quite somber, but the chorus is quite harsh and metallic.
Yeah.
Gets suddenly quite loud. I like that. But like it has the chorus is quite somber, it's quite hostile the verse is quite somber and the chorus is quite hostile.
Yeah. Slows it down again afterwards.
Yeah, I like Give Me Novocaine. It's one I don't ever skip any of these songs, but I always like. This is one I like listening to all the way through. Then move on to She's a Rebel, which also has my favourite lyric on the entire album on it. Just talk about it quick. This is very much a quick, punky song, more in the vein of Insomniac or Dookie. I think the most out of all of these songs, that's the one most like that. It's about him meeting the character What's Her Name, who is he named in this track? No, she's not. It's just it's like him seeing a girl and he calls her a rebel, but then you see later her name is What's Her Name and everything. It's about him meeting this girl in all kind of the midst of like doing the drugs and drinking and partying and kind of learning more about himself, and he spends the night with her at the end of this track. Oh no, in the beginning of the next one. But it's. Yeah, my favourite lyric is "She's holding on my heart like a hand grenade," because that's also why this.
Yeah.
And I think it's got great imagery. I like the image of a heart being a hand grenade. I think that's a really cool image. It's
great. It's really attractive. Pulls people in.
Yeah, I like that image. I always like that. I've always liked that album cover. There's something really cool about it.
The text.
The text is very. Also, Green Day presents American Idiot. It's like a film. And yeah, I like the chorus of this song. She brings revolution. Oh yeah, she brings revolution in the dawning of our lives. I can't remember the one after that.
Exactly. I'm sure you can find it in the book. But...
No, I can't be bothered. I really, it's a track I really got like. Again, there's not many I don't like on this album, but
well, I like them all.
yeah, I love them all. Next track, Extraordinary Girl. This is quite weird actually. This reminds me of a song. It reminds me of quite it doesn't sound like a Green Day song. It sounds like it could be a Beatles song. Extraordinary. Do you know what I mean? It's very Beatlesy.
Sort of the texture of it is a bit.
Yeah, and the lyrics are very.
It's great. It's different.
I love the chorus of this song. You know that she's all alone again, wiping the tears from her eyes. I love that chorus every single time I hear it. And Extraordinary Girl. Again, it's not really a song I think about that much when I think about American Idiot. But every time I hear it, I like it a lot.
I'm still not entirely sure about the intro, but it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a bit long, but there's nothing.
It's still pretty cool.
It kind of builds. It's about kind of building the texture. I think that's supposed to represent him and what's her name having sex. I think that's what it's trying to represent. That just beginning bit. I don't know what bongos are trying to.
Banging the bongos.
Yeah. Yes. It's got a slide guitar in it as well, which is kind of a weird one for Green Day. Oh, Give Me Novocaine has as well. Probably should have mentioned that. It's kind of like that's a nice first for Green Day slide guitar.
Yeah, it doesn't really get used again, does it?
No, it doesn't. After this, no, it doesn't. It's got it makes it very surfer kind of vibe to it. Now we move on to the next one. Easily the most aggressive track on the entire thing. One of my favourites as well. Letter Bomb, which features lyrics from the singer of Bikini Kill. Can't remember her bloody name.
I don't know.
Who opens the song with "Nobody likes you, everyone left you." That bit, which is used at reprise later. Actually, loads of lyrics were written by Mike Dirnt.
It's a pretty strong thing, really.
Yeah, the lyrics.
And that, yeah.
I love it's such a fun song. It's so heavy. It's just, I just love it. There's not many. Again, it's quite hard to describe what I quite like about it. I just connect to a lot of the songs so much, and I think this is one of them that I really like. I don't know why it's called Letter Bomb though. Doesn't really say in the lyrics.
I can't really remember.
But I think
I might have a sneak peek while we're talking. But
yeah, but I'll say then. At this point in the story, I was going to call her Extraordinary Girl. And what's her name? Leaves Jesus of Suburbia because of all the kind of he's just being that self-destructing kind of thing. She kind of leaves him.
Yeah.
And this is his anger at it. Oh yeah, and I remember the bit when it says, "You're not the Jesus of Suburbia. Your father's rage and your mummy's love. Give me make the idiot American." Which is it's her kind of like psychologically deconstructing him and all of his like. I think this is where a lot of it is like it's supposed to be implied that St. Jimmy's part of his imagination, that kind of thing. So that's a track I really like. Letter Bomb. Again, the guitar's really good. It's really cool.
Oh Jesus!
What?
It's really long.
What are you looking for?
I was talking like Letter Bomb.
No,
I was just going into it more, but
well, I'm going to have to move on. I've got anything else to say.
yeah, don't worry.
Now we move on to... This is quite a debated track, actually. Wake Me Up When September Ends. Originally, this song was written in tribute to Billy Joe's biological father who died of pancreatic cancer when he was 11. But a lot of people like to speculate this is actually about 9/11 because this came out in September and it's the 11th track.
Yeah.
And that kind of thing. I was trying to remember why then. And you could look at it like, again, the video kind of gives that image because it's very anti-war. It's about the video. I don't know have you seen the video?
I have.
I don't really like it, but I like the message as well. It's something about a boyfriend and a girlfriend. The boyfriend, to prove how much he loves his girlfriend, goes off to Afghanistan to fight in the war. Well, it's an unnamed war, but it's quite clearly Afghanistan.
Yeah.
That kind of thing. And it's supposed to be left ambiguous whether he dies or not in it because he gets shot or something like that. But it was supposed to kind of look at how much war affects people. Also annoying is the song's not the song kind of cuts in and out in the video. The video's like 9 minutes long.
Yeah.
The track's like I feel like 5 minutes long.
I think there was a short video song.
Was there?
I'm sure there is. I don't know if someone else made, but
Link it in the description if you no. Link it in the comments if you know. I like the track. I think it's not one of my favourites just because I don't know. It's just, I think it might have meant more in the period of time when that came out. You know, people were still kind of a bit devastated about the war, about 9/11. They all lost people. It's definitely sad. I would say that it's one of the sadder tracks Green Day have done. But
when you think about multiple meanings it has and everything,
it's very. I like the fact it's very generalised about what it means. Like it's about losing people you love, but it's about it can be about 9/11, cancer, that kind of thing. Well, I like it. It's a good song. Just not one of my favourites on the thing.
Fair enough.
Now we move on to the penultimate track. Homecoming, which has again is another sweet. Is it sweet? Yeah, Sweet. It's got another 5 tracks, another 5 sections to the song. I think out of the two, I used to like Jesus of Suburbia the song more, but I'm starting to like Homecoming a bit more.
I don't know.
It's actually the first one they did out of the two.
Yeah.
I forgot. Way Back with September Ends. The story is basically just him feeling melancholic about what's her name leaving. But it's very separate from the story actually.
Yeah, it doesn't really.
It's more just about his feelings of melancholy. But Homecoming is about him. Just to sum up, it's about St. Jimmy metaphorically or literally dying.
Yep.
Him going back home, getting a job, hating his life. I think Rock and Roll Girlfriend. Rock and Roll Girlfriend. Him imagining his times with what's her name, and We're Coming Home Again is him finally going back home.
Yeah.
So, and the lyrics. I really like the lyrics in this one. Again, I think my favourite section is might be We're Coming Home Again, just because it sounds like the England football chant. It does, doesn't it?
Suppose.
Yeah. I do. They don't play it live often enough. I don't think Homecoming.
No,
I don't know why they played. I think just because Jesus of Suburbia was a single. I think they play that a lot more.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's probably easier to play as well. No,
Isn't it? Yeah, it might be easier, I guess, with 2 guitarists. Jesus of Suburbia.
Yeah. I know. Trey trying to fucking sing along while drumming. They would probably play it quite late. He'd be fucking knackered by it.
Well, I see the problem with him singing that is just the fact that it's not mixed well enough, so you can hardly bloody hear him.
Hmm.
But actually, yeah, we should mention Mike Dirnt gets vocals in this song, lead vocals, and Trey Cool for the first time. It's not for the first time. For the first time since Kaplunk gets lead vocals on an album. Dominated Lost Lake.
Oh yeah.
And the sections they sing on, they actually wrote the lyrics. Mike Dirnt's section is Nobody Likes You, which I really like, which is also the reprise from the beginning of Letter Bomb, and Rock and Roll Girlfriend, which is what Trey Cool wrote.
Yep. Which is what he wrote. What he done.
I really Rock and Roll Girlfriend is very much a 12-bar blues rock and roll song, and I really like it for that. And it's one of my favourite tracks on this album, actually, the whole thing, Homecoming. It's kind of like it's got
some great harmonies in that, so.
It's got a sense of aggression, but it's also got a sense of melancholy in it. The whole song has. Also, it feels like this. I think the next track more than this one, but I think this has got kind of a, like him looking back on what he's done and going, "Fuck yeah," that kind of thing. The character I made, not me.
Yeah.
Now, I think this is the most underrated track on the album. The next one, we're going to move on. What's Her Name? I love this track. It's so emotionally exhausting, and it kind of sums up everything that's happened.
Yeah.
It's about him looking back, about the character Jesus Suburbia, looking back at all the time he had with What's Her Name, and kind of, it's been years since like the events in the album, so it's kind of him looking back, thinking, okay, I wonder where she is now. Has she got married? Has she done this? Has she done that kind of thing. And I forgot to say, probably go back to Homecoming quick. The death of Saint Jimmy. It's kind of, it says he blew his brains out in the. What I was going to say before we were interrupted by the phone.
Not my fault.
Yeah.
I didn't even know it was there.
Go back to the death of Saint Jimmy quick on Homecoming. It says that he blew his brains out into the bay. This is you can either take this literally, as in the character literally walks out into a bank and kills himself, or Jesus of Suburbia metaphorically removes him from his subconscious, so he's not a character anymore. What do you do? You take it as metaphorical or literal?
I don't know.
I prefer to think of him as a figment of his imagination, just because it makes his character Jesus of Suburbia seem kind of more tragic as a character.
Yeah.
I like that. I don't know. I like tragic characters a bit more.
I don't know really. It works either way, but
Yeah, I just prefer the tragic one. But we'll move on to the last track now. What's the name again? And like I said, it's about him reminiscing about the time he spent with What's the Name. It's one of the simpler structurally tracks on it, and it's very somber. It's very, very powerful. I think towards the end,
yeah,
where it does the you're forgetting you but not the time lyric, which is one of the best.
Just ends on that.
Just ends on that lyric. One of the best lyrics on the album. I think it's one of the best closing tracks I've ever heard on any album. It feels very kind of coming full circle. He's back where he belongs. Like you could finish the album there and start it again.
Yeah,
and
he acknowledges his journey.
Yeah,
but he needs to forget the person.
Yeah,
More.
You could you could do like he acknowledges the journey and then start the album again as he's reminiscing for it again.
Yeah,
I like that kind of like it comes full circle and you can. It's kind of like a Pink Floyd album. One of their albums that starts and finishes like that. And I think. Should do final thoughts now because I really like that track. There's not really much you can say about it. I've got to say this is my favourite album of from 2000 to 2010. I think this is the height of musical art. This is the highest you can get in musical art, protest art, something like that. And I think it really if you ever wanted to know, like from 50 years from now, the kind of period the world we lived in was, I think this is a very good. This can show you what it was like. The kind of the paranoia, the anger, the shit,
lies, and
that kind of thing.
But
I think it's very very defines a period of history. I think. And I know that's a lot of praise to be given what's basically an hour of music, but I think like Sgt. Pepper defines that area of hippiness, of love, peace and love, that kind of thing, and like Sex Pistols defined the era of Britishness in the 70s and punk and that kind of thing. I think this defines the early 2000s.
Showed a new era. That's the one.
Of music, yeah,
of Green Day as well.
Of that band as well. I think it changed their career. It made them fresh and energetic again.
The writing was much stronger from that.
Yeah.
After that, well, not what I mean.
And more, it really
a lot more thought in it.
Yeah, a lot more thought in it. I think you told me earlier. I know I'm not a fan of Black Veil Brides, but you said that was a huge influence on one of their albums. This influenced so many people, from them to bands like My Chemical Romance. I don't like these kind of bands, but you know what I mean. All Time Low. Influenced a lot of these bands to make music. Sum 41 and them kind of people.
A modern rock opera, isn't it?
Yeah. This was
one of the first modern ones, really.
It reinvigorated rock operas. This 21st Century Breakdown, which is also another Green Day one, we might do that later on. And bands like My Chemical Romance, Black Veil Brides, they all made rock operas. But I just want to say this now. This, I think, is the best rock opera ever made. Yes, including better than Quadrophenia and Tommy. Those aren't bad; they're great. But I like this more, just because I think I grew up in the period when this was made, so I think it kind of means a lot more to me personally. Also, I know Tommy and Quadrophenia tell a story, but I don't think they're quite as period defining.
We're not saying anything about the time. It could be any time that was made.
I think you could praise Tommy for that. It's quite universal, but I think this, for what it was, means a lot more to people.
Yeah.
It's probably a bit. Nothing against the Who, I just think, you know what I mean.
It means a lot more to people, I think.
Yeah. This is easily on my top 10 favourite albums of all time.
Yeah.
I do want to do a list of my top 10 of all time. Easily in the top 5.
Yeah,
amazing.
I'm not sure whether it's my favourite Green Day album. It's either this or Dookie.
Dookie's actually on that list as well. But
I still can't decide.
Yeah. I
like them for different reasons.
I think in terms of songwriting, this is better, but in terms of performance, I think Dookie's better. actual performance on the album, I think Dookie's better.
It's hard, but
It's a hard choice, but I do want to do a list of our top 10, like my top 10, your top 10 all the time.
Do that.
I think that, but these will both be on it.
Yeah, I'm sure they will be.
I think this. I mean, like this is just amazing. It's one of the only albums I've ever bought, and I bought it.
So did I.
This is his, by the way. I bought it about 3 years ago. When I didn't even have to. I just bought it because I love the album so much.
You just want to own it.
Yeah, it's nice to look at as well. Just looking at it. That's what I've been doing a lot of this review, just looking at it. And I mean, like a lot of people say Green Day sellouts, and it's probably a bit going off topic a bit, but
but they have to evolve.
Yeah, you can't. I think that was a great evolution for them, songwriting and performance-wise.
Sort of the basic punk thing you can't do forever.
It gets boring. I'm glad. It's kind of like, it's a good thing the Sex Pistols only made one album because that was the best they were ever going to get. There's nothing else I really can really say about it. You need to listen to this if you love music. If you want to get into Green Day, either pick this or I think Dookie's a better entry point, but
Yeah, I think that'll show them more
as a band. I think this is a great album to listen to if you're getting into music. Actually, one of the only albums I've ever seen IGN give it 10 out of 10 to.
Really? Huh?
Yeah, really. They said it's the best album they've ever heard.
I'm going to sum this up. The battery's about to die.
Okay, I've got to say, this album is emotionally exhausting as well. And I'll give it a 10 out of 10. Be quick.
Yeah, I think I'll stick with that as well.
Yeah, this has been Middlemen Com's review of American Idiot. See you next time for our next album review. We're not dancing in this one.